Live from WTVO 17 and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
New year, new me. Local businesses share how they can help residents achieve their goals and how simple the first step can be. The ultimate rivalry matchup is underway. Chicago Bears versus the Green Bay Packers. Will the Bears make it to the playoffs? Coming up in sports, we'll find out what's going on at Soldier Field. STATELINE kids are heading back to school, but not all are going to be in the classroom. We'll break down what you can expect for Monday. Good evening, I'm Alexis Carpello. Thanks for joining us tonight. After 2020, kickstarting your new year may look a little different, but some local health experts tell our Michelle Rave some simple steps can start right in the comfort of your own home.
A lot of us really need a fresh start here in January and start this healthy resolution.
A fresh start is exactly what many people are hoping to have in 2021. New Year's resolutions like losing weight and maintaining a healthy lifestyle seem more important than ever during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Our business ramps up January, February, March, right up at the beginning of the first quarter, the second quarter just kind of ramps right up. And so we're looking for it. That usually is because of the New Year's resolutions, right?
Jim McElroy is the founder of Food for Fuel in Loves Park. They help people meal prep and guide them towards healthy living.
We make it simple for people who want to live on a healthy mindset and a healthy lifestyle. And we package the food so people don't have to go shopping. They don't have to make a shopping list. They don't have to go into the grocery store.
And although many people start off really motivated, the challenge is sticking with it.
The reality is that people don't stay on it as long as anybody wishes. And I think one of the biggest reasons why is because people set unrealistic expectations.
OSF dietitian Adam Schaefer says to set attainable goals.
We just have to make them realistic. So, a lot of times people just say, I want to eat healthier, I want to be healthier. There's no specifics to that. So we need to make sure, that resolutions are actually very specific and you can actually measure it.
McElroy says there's an easy trick to achieving your goals.
Number one tip I give to everybody when it comes to trying to elevate health consciousness and lose a little bit of weight is drink a lot of water. Our body wants the water, needs the water, benefits from the water, thanks you for the water. Everything that we consume is either helping us or hurting us. So it's either fueling our body, that's why we call food for fuel, we want to fuel our bodies, right? Or it's poisoning us.
But it's never too late to make a healthy change in your life.
Never too late to get started on one. So if you feel like, I missed the New Year resolution time frame, it's always time to improve on yourself, whether it's related to diet and health or anything else in life.
Reporting for your home team, I'm Michelle Rave.
A Forest City resident is celebrating being 104 years young today. This is Dorothy Carter. She's celebrating her special day at the Grand Victorian of Rockford Nursing Home. Her daughter sent us this picture. Now look at how big that cake looks. It looks delicious. Statewide, fewer people tested positive for COVID compared to yesterday. More than 4,000 additional Illinois residents have tested positive today. Nearly 980,000 people have tested positive for COVID since the pandemic began in Illinois. The state is reporting an additional 81 deaths, but none of those come from the state line. Less patients are using ventilators today compared to Saturday. Illinois' weekly statewide test positivity sits at 9.6%. Now here's a look at Region 1. Every county's rolling average is up today besides Carroll County. Overall, Region 1 now sits at 10%. That's up nearly 1% from yesterday. If you take a look at your screen, you can see that Joe Davies with a 4.5% and Lee County with a 3.5% rate have the lowest in the entire region, but they're both up from yesterday. Boone County is up slightly from yesterday, now at 16.8%. Winnebago is also up to slightly over 10%. Kids in the state line will be dusting off their backpacks tomorrow. Here's a breakdown from some of the district's plans for learning. RPS students who were remote only before Thanksgiving break will return remote. Those who are in person will head back to the classrooms. Belvedere District 100 students will start online tomorrow. Then they're going to be given the option for in-person learning starting the 19th. The Harlem School District will resume the same way before break with in-person, hybrid, and remote options. That's the same for Freeport schools. Rockford Catholic schools will also start tomorrow and continue online learning until the 19th. More information on these decisions can be found on our website, mystateline.com. Senators old and new took their oath of office today as the new Congress convened. Here's a recap of the ceremonial swearing in. Kelly Meyer is keeping you connected to the nation's capital.
With the strike of a gavel, the 117th Congress convened in a rare Sunday session as members of the Senate were sworn in.
Please raise your right hand.
Vice President Mike Pence welcomed 6 new senators to Capitol Hill.
Congratulations, Senator.
One of them, Kansas Republican Senator Roger Marshall, moves from the House to the Senate.
When someone yells out, "Hey, Senator," I still may have to look around and see, well, where's Jerry and Pat?
Many senators chose to stay masked up during the ceremonial swearing in and following photo ops.
This will be historic.
Which party controls the Senate won't be decided until Tuesday. That's when Georgia votes in the Senate runoff elections. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris campaigned for Democratic candidates John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock Sunday. President-elect Biden will campaign in the state Monday. President Trump and Vice President Pence also plan to visit Monday to rally for incumbent Republicans Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue. The president continues to challenge Georgia's results from the presidential election, including a Saturday phone call asking the Georgia Secretary of State to find votes for the president. The Washington Post published a recording of portions of the call.
We are not acting to thwart the democratic process. We're acting to protect it.
Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson on NBC's Meet the Press. Several GOP senators, including Johnson, say they plan to challenge the Electoral College results when Congress officially counts the ballots this Wednesday. Reporting in Washington, I'm Kelly Meyer.
The Wisconsin pharmacist accused of intentionally sabotaging more than 500 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine remains in jail. Matt Smith shares questions remain about his motive and the access to the vaccine.
Still, so many questions about what happened in Grafton and how a pharmacist is accused of intentionally sabotaging more than 500 doses of the coronavirus vaccine.
It's become clear that this was a situation involving a bad actor, as opposed to a bad process.
It's unclear what, if any, changes healthcare systems like Advocate Aurora will make, but say both the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines are thoroughly documented. State health officials tell 12 News any incident involving wasted doses must be reported and investigated. Still, there's a growing call for transparency on the vaccine rollout itself.
I think there's an opportunity for improved transparency. We're looking at 50 states rolling this out together at the same time.
Congressman Brian Stile and Senator Tammy Baldwin sending this letter to Governor Tony Evers before the Grafton incident, asking for more details about the state's plan. In Grafton, the FBI is now involved as we await formal charges. State health officials say they're continually working to improve the system in what's been described as the largest public health undertaking in generations.
Now, your first warned weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Candice King.
You know, we've been dealing with the cloud cover for the last several days, and while we tried to get a little bit of sunshine in some spots this afternoon, it just didn't happen. And the fog lasting from yesterday evening into this morning and afternoon for a good portion of the area. Live look with our Mercy House SkyTrack camera out at the Park Hills Golf Course here in Freeport. Still nice to be able to see a little bit of light even at this hour, kind of as the days are now slowly getting longer and longer. But what you also see on this is a very foggy scene. In fact, the visibility in Freeport down to under half a mile. Same in Monroe, down to 0 in Galena. So really watching as that fog is settling in from west and moving to the east as high pressure is building in for us this evening. As a result of that dense fog expected through the night tonight and to expand for a lot of us, a dense fog advisory has been issued. This goes into effect at 6 o'clock this evening and will last through noon on Monday. Visibility likely down to under a quarter of a mile at times. And with our temperatures falling below the freezing mark, there could be some freezing fog too, which on bridges and overpasses could become a little slick. But it's likely that we're going to see the fog at least for the next couple of nights, although might not be quite as dense tomorrow night. It's important as a lot of us are getting back into the routine tomorrow, heading back to work and going back to school, to take it slow. Your stopping distance increases when it is foggy because you lose that reference point. When you drive, you take note of the buildings and the trees, and it gives you an idea of how fast, if you're not looking at your speedometer, you're going, but you lose those reference points when it gets really foggy out there. Slow down, leave enough distance between you and the car in front of you. You want to increase that, double, if not maybe triple that, because then your stopping distance is also going to increase, especially if you run into some slick spots. High beams, those are always a no. Use your low beams and fog lights if you have them. And if it's really dense, try to use that right line there, the edge of the road, as your guide when you're driving, and follow the lines on the roadways. Again, just take it slow early tomorrow. 19 degrees in Freeport, 25 our temperature in Rockford, 21 in Rochelle. Our winds are turning light. Skies trying to clear out as high pressure builds in, but we've got another system. It's a quick moving system that'll roll through during the late afternoon and evening hours tomorrow. So this will fill back whatever cloud cover we do lose here as we go through the night tonight and leave us with a mostly cloudy sky during the day tomorrow. So we've got the fog, we've got the cloud cover tomorrow morning. Little in the way of sunshine expected for the afternoon. Here comes that weak system working in from the northwest. This is about 3, 4, 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. Notice it could bring us a couple of flurries, maybe a brief light snow shower here as we head home for the evening commute tomorrow. Not anticipating too many impacts from that. High pressure builds in, a little more dry air, so this should help get rid of some of the cloud cover as we head into Tuesday. And I think Tuesday would be our better day to actually see some sunshine. So 21 degrees for tonight. You've got the fog, freezing fog possible. Temperature tomorrow just a touch above where we were, right around the freezing mark, highs near 32. As we look at the 7-day forecast, 31 on Tuesday, 34 on Wednesday. Another system moving in. This one looks to pass mostly to our south Wednesday and Thursday, but could bring us a couple of flurries, maybe a light rain shower late Wednesday into Thursday.
Now the Napleton Sports Desk with David Greenberg.
Today's a big day for football fans in the state line. A lot at stake for both teams here. I'll get to all the playoff scenarios in a moment, but first wanted to give you a quick score update. Into the third quarter, the Packers are on top of the Bears 21-16. Per usual, Rodgers is balling out. At halftime, he was 10 of 10 for 155 yards and 3 touchdowns. Trubisky was 14 of 17 for 84 yards. David Montgomery has the Bears' lone touchdown of the game. Coming up later tonight, I'll have full highlights from this game and sounds from both teams' players and coaches. Let's check out some playoff scenarios and start with the Bears, because unless they win today, they need help to get in. Like I said, if the Bears win, they are in the playoffs into that final wild card spot. But if the Bears lose this game, there is still a chance they can clinch the postseason. They just need the Cardinals to lose to the Rams. That game is also going on right now, but if the Bears lose to the Packers and the Cardinals beat the Rams, then the Bears are eliminated from contention. So let's check in and see how things are going in that Cardinals and Rams game. Coming out of the half, the Rams are on top of the Cardinals 15-7. Right before halftime, the Rams had a pick six on Chris Streveler to grab the lead. Kyler Murray left early in the game. He's questionable to return. His backup, Streveler, is a former member of the Canadian Football League. That was a huge break for the Bears. But the Rams are also without their starting quarterback, Jared Goff, and top receiving threat, Cooper Kupp. They started John Wolford at quarterback. He was a former member of the Arizona Hotshots from the now folded American Alliance of Football. So, now, let's take a look at the Packers' playoff scenarios. They've already locked up their spot in the postseason, but they've still got the #1 overall seed in the NFC to fight for. That means they'd get a first-round bye and host throughout the entirety of their playoff run. Now, how does that happen? First and foremost, a win today, and they clinch with a record of 12-4. With a loss, they can still clinch, but they need the Seahawks to lose to the 49ers. If the Bears pick up the win today and the Seahawks beat the Niners, the Packers drop to the 2nd seed. So, how do things look in Seattle? The Niners are on top of the Seahawks 9-6. Relatively low-scoring game here, but the 49ers are up, which, regardless of the score in Chicago, very good for the Packers. So, make sure to follow along this one as well. Moving away from football for a second to let you know the NIU men's basketball program moved on from head coach Mark Montgomery this afternoon after 10 seasons at the helm. Montgomery has a 124-170 career record after taking over in 2011. Huskies went 18-13 last year, but haven't had the same success with just a 1-7 start to the season. Associate head coach Lamar Chapman will serve as interim coach the remainder of the season. That's it for sports. We'll be right back.
Our first warning interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More. We've got the cloud cover and the fog this evening. No precipitation for us, but the fog is going to be an issue not only through the rest of this evening, but also going into tomorrow morning. You can see visibility down to a quarter of a mile in some spots as the fog is slowly inching a little bit further to the east here. So a dense fog advisory goes into effect this evening for all of northern Illinois and south central Wisconsin, and that will actually last through noon tomorrow. Temperatures in the low 20s tonight. We're up to 32 tomorrow. Could be a few flurries, a light snow shower late tomorrow afternoon.
Well, that's our show. Thanks for the team. We'll see you at 10.